Seda Solubles was founded in 1957 and is a company dedicated to the manufacture, packaging and marketing of natural and decaffeinated soluble coffee, as well as coffee substitutes, with a production capacity of 18,000 tons per year. Furthermore, Seda Solubles has its own decaffeinating plant for green coffee, a service it provides both for its own customers, whether in the national or international market, as well as for its own consumption, with a capacity of 13,000 tons per year. Parts of the energy needed for these factories is obtained thanks to Seda Cogeneración, a company dedicated to the production of electrical and thermal energy with a capacity of 4.5 megawatts. Since 1963, Seda Solubles has considerably increased its growth at the same time as increasing its distribution in Spain, and has become the leading national manufacturer of private labels. The internationalization of the company came about as a result of this distribution. As a consequence of its role as a manufacturer of its own brands, Seda Solubles extended its markets first in Portugal and later in France, the United Kingdom, Germany, Greece, Turkey, the Benelux, Eastern Europe and Russia. The present policy of the company, its expansion into the international market, and its control over all the production processes have led Seda Solubles to carry out considerable investment in recent years, as well as strategic international alliances. 1. In the year 2003, Alliance Coffee Company was founded, a joint venture created for the manufacture and distribution of a private label for the United Kingdom market. Seda Solubles, Spain, and Thea Iguaçu, Brazil, joined forces to create Alliance Coffee Company, ACC, with a joint experience of more than 75 years in the global market of soluble coffee. The joint venture represents a new giant in the manufacturing and packaging of soluble coffee, with an annual production capacity of 35,000 tons, thus becoming the leading producer in the world of private label soluble coffee. The control of the raw materials and the entire production process, including innovation in the design of packaging, will be without doubt of great interest for the purchasers of the private label in the United Kingdom. ACC guarantees a total control of the production process, which it executes internally from the purchase of the green coffee to the packaging of the final product and delivery to the customer, avoiding at all times the outsourcing of any of the stages of the process. 2. The Seda packaging plant in Moscow, in order to supply our customers in the Russian market, has 2 packaging lines which are entirely flexible and with a capacity for packing in multiple and different formats, with a capacity of over 4,000 tons per year. 3. Its freeze-drying factories with a total production capacity of 6,100 tons per year, divided between Seda Liofilizados, with a capacity of 1,700 tons per year, and ACCL freeze-drying factory, one of the largest in Europe, with a capacity of 4,400 tons per year, of which 99% are devoted to sale on the international markets. 4. A logistical and packaging centre in Villamuriel, one of the biggest packaging centres for soluble coffee in Europe, with a surface area of 12,000 square metres, containing the very latest technology, with 5 packaging lines for coffee jars and tins. With a packaging capacity of more than 1 million jars per day, with multiple and different formats, Villamuriel has a finished product warehouse with more than 6,000 pallets. Thanks to this centre, Seda Solubles can attend to all the needs of both its national and international customers. 5. In the year 2006, Seda Solubles carried out 2 important agreements. Firstly, in North America, it created a joint venture company with Mother Parkers, the leading private coffee company in North America. Together, these private labels will supply the North American soluble coffee market. And secondly, in Asia, they reached a distribution agreement with a leading local company. Seda Solubles has carried out all these projects without losing its company philosophy, whose aim is to provide business-to-business solutions with the leading brands and private labels, with global knowledge and local action, with the direct performance of all the processes, from the purchase of the raw materials to the final packaging, thus guaranteeing the total quality and traceability of its products. With continuous innovation and improvement of our products and processes for a changing global market. The past, present and future of a global company, Seda Solubles, whose mission is to update permanently and to be capable of continually incorporating the innovation which its customers demand.